Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, and it's time for an epic video. So with this, it's gonna be like a little bit of a, I don't know, like I guess kind of a mod video with this. So of course, with this backstory, there's a certain character from the show, one Ilya Mao, who has a bay that is exclusive to her. The first female burst blader to do so, that being Magma Ifrit or Ifritor, you know. So with it, this bait right here. So Magma Ifritor, Sequex, and then basically like the quad drive wave attachment, and then Jaggy underneath. So basically like a QD bay. They actually put in the show, which is really cool. In the manga, they hardly had Ilya even battle. I don't even think they had her battle. But at least in the show, they did more justice with her because they actually had her battle and such. And it was really awesome. She's a powerful blader, and just glad to see like a female blader getting that recognition, being that strong and such, and being a true contender, finally getting that, at least with the last season of the show. But with the bad side of it, TT decided not to actually make Magma Ifritor or Magma Ifrit. They left it to Hasbro, and they made, of course, Magma Ifritor. But with the plastic, well, with the Hasbro, format, it's got the plastic metal weight with it, and then like even the discs, they were taking some of the weight from them and such, and same driver and everything, which is really cool. And props to Hasbro for even making it. But it's notoriously one of the bays that bursts like the craziest for the Hasbro bays, and honestly, it just pissed me off how they did Ilya. TT not even making Ifritor, and the Hasbro just not making it even that good of quality and such. Weight performance wise compared to even the other QD bays, it gets walloped for sure. So I decided to take things into my own hands and managed to find this bad boy. Actually, it was for sale on Mercari. Managed to find it, and I'm like, it is time. We're doing an upgrade. We're doing a full-fledged upgrade for Magma Ifritor. Still gonna pay homage and such with it, but making it like the level or near the level of a Dynamite Battle Bay. So the best version that it could possibly have. Had to do this upgrade. I've done like a little mod upgrade before with like Hasbro parts. I use Sequex. Like I made another Magma Ifritor. I had that one try out for Rainbow Rampage. But it had Sequex, so keeping Sequex on it. But I gave it Metal Universe, so I had some weight with it and such, while still paying homage by having Sequex, Magma Ifritor, the recolors and stuff with it, but making it stronger. But yeah, with this, actually trying to make the bay around the same level as like ATT quality bay, man, because got to give Ilya her roses for sure. And this bay, this upgrade, it is going to be doing some battles and such. So I'm gonna put it in a poll too. You guys can let me know in the comments with this too, and definitely let me know. There's three options that I have right now. Option number one, I do a survival battle, just like how I've been doing with like a lot of the bays recently, like Devil Belial, like the rare bay and such, with each gen, facing all the other bays of that specific season. So doing that with this, except with the DB bays, the Dynamite Battle bays. That being option A. Option B being that I go through like the in-depth battles that I did before with the 1v1s with all the bays from a certain season. There'll be a lot more videos and a lot more battles with it, and they're more in-depth battles to show the true power of this thing. Um, yeah, and I'll also do the anime thumbnail style because it's Ilya's Bay. It's an upgrade with like through me. But it's still her Bay, and it's getting the full props of like a DB Bay, and it's getting the same treatment, man. Because never got to do like this series for her. Like getting a new Bay and doing the battles and such and everything. TT never made it, so I never got to do those battles, like because it was a given that Magma stock wise would just lose all those bays. But now it's got some really good quality with it for sure, and some extra weight, and it's going to be a big time contender, I'd say. Um, yeah, that being option two, just the 1v1 battles like how I've done before in the past, and option three being a little bit of a hybrid, so doing the survival battle with all the bays, and then the bays that the battles seem really interesting or it's really intense, we give it a chance at those bays. So a little bit of both with it. I'll put in the community tab, but let me know in the comments as well. I'm gonna have a poll for it, and I'll probably start doing the battles tomorrow if there's multiple, or anything. I'll just do the battle tomorrow or try to, anyways. But yeah, You know, just busy bee with working and everything. But yeah, or I'll keep it up for a few hours. Maybe I'll do it today. Who knows? But it'll be later on after this, of course. But yeah, definitely let me know in the comments, guys. But now, enough of the anticipation. What parts did I give it in order to have it truly upgraded to like a TT level? And I know it's a high task. People are probably looking at this like, Kimbo, how are you gonna make this thing good? How are you gonna make it perform pretty well? You know, still pay homage with the same parts or similar parts. Well, similar parts. So with this Magma Ifritor, I gave it over because they took the weight from the Sequex. They actually made Sequex, Hasbro did, but notoriously with their bays, they've been taking some of the metal out of them compared to even the TT versions. So yeah, imagine like a heavier like Sequex or such. But going with over because the full gimmick for this thing is its balance. Having the attachment, but then like having the big time defense and stamina in one mode, and then having some big time attack with the other mode, being that level of balance, which is a really, really awesome gimmick for sure, man. Over being the perfect disc for it because it has that weight. Literally, it's a perfect circle and it has some good stamina and LAD, so it'll help it out with its defense and its stamina, but also it'll have that crazy attack when it circles around because it's a regular level Jaggy. And with that, it shouldn't scrape too much, even being short. Like, obviously, it's a issue. That's why they make the high drivers, like, because some DB bays, just having, like, the low drivers, they skid out big time unless you use, like, discs, like, over and such. But yeah, I think it works really, really well in this case. Heavy attack, big time defense and stamina, and also some LAD with it because over. Enough said. And the same parts. So, quad drive attachment with the wave and then the Jaggy on the inside. So it has both modes with it. You could put it in the high mode, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna leave it in the low mode because bays are stronger in the low mode if they have it. But yeah, and there's one kicker to this. I added my plus system with this because the burst, the burst resistance and slopes on Ifritor in general, not too wild. So I added my plus system with this. I've said it, I mentioned it a bunch of times. Some people say like, what is the burst system or the plus system exactly? The plus system is essentially using adhesive. It's a system I made where it uses adhesive and you put a little bit of adhesive with the disc. And it basically creates like kind of a rubber stopper type thing utilizing the disc. So a lot of bays that I've done battles with, like, Hasbro bays, like even upgrading them with TT parts and such, some of them I've used like the plus system. This one even bays in the past that, are under TT system, like bays like S2 or P2 that bursted big time, using that system, giving it kind of that burst stopper in it, utilizing the overall shape of it to make them stronger. I mainly use it for like bays that don't have the craziest potential, just to up their potential and show their true power, utilizing their shapes. Because there's been some really, really awesome designs that have just had not good slopes or anything, or not good teeth, and they burst big time, like S2, P2, I say same thing. Like, I thought Phantom or Fantazeus was a really, really awesome design. It's like the Gemios type of bay, but just the horrible like slopes with it. At least like Fantazeus has some good slopes with it. TT's Phantom did not have any good teeth, so it's not usable whatsoever. But like bays like that, that burst big time or don't have that much potential, up in that burst resistance to show off their true shape and their potential. And doing so with this because it's got the Hasbro parts with it, so naturally its slopes aren't the craziest. So even with having these heavy parts, without the plus system, it would probably burst big time. But now having the plus system, that upped burst resistance, man, it's going to be tough to burst this thing. It's got some major weight with it. The main way of beating it's going to be like, there might be able to be bursts that happen with it because the plus system's not unbeatable, just ups the burst resistance in a major way. But the main way I see this thing being taken down is with the stamina, like same spin stamina. Even opposite spin, it should be pretty decent, I think, with wave, because wave's not the craziest for stamina and LAD, but it's okay. And especially having this height with it and over with it, it can steal some spin probably very, very well, dude, against opposite spin. But yeah, the main thing will be like outspinning it, whether it's opposite rotation or like same rotation, just the barrage attacks, getting those big time attacks and then throwing it off balance, or getting the KO on it. Yeah, so its burst resistance has been upped for sure. Like I said, this all sparked for me just being super pissed about how TT and Hasbro both did Ifritor. Like, more props to Hasbro because they actually made it, but just that it gets walloped big time. I was like, nah, man. And as soon as I found this online, I'm like, yeah, we're doing it. We're going with it. Full send. So, like I said, it's going to be facing off against the Dynamite Battle Bays. Let me know in the comments which format I should do one single survival battle, a lot of 1v1s with the anime thumbnails, because I haven't missed doing those, you know, and I'm going to probably do the Halo ones. I don't know. Like, I'll show an example of each style, and I'll put it in the community tab. That way you guys can, like, vote on it and such, too. Want to hear your voices and opinions with it, of course. But, yeah, man. So, a survival battle, option 1. The 1v1s with the anime thumbnails, option 2. Or option 3 being, like, the survival battle and then certain battles after it. Because, like, it'll show its strength against, like, certain bays, you know. Because it's a tall task doing those survival battles, man. It's a lot of different styles and types of bays for one bay to take on. And Ifritor, you already know, man. But this upgrade ain't gonna play no games. Look at the parts with it, man. But still paying homage and just bringing out the full potential of it. But yeah, guys, so anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Just had to, you know, get my thoughts out about it and everything. And just finally get to this point where I can make this video, like, giving Ilya's Ifritor, like, an actual awesome combo that it should do really, really well with, man. I mean, you already know that alone, seeing that, you know it's going to up its power for sure. And also having the 10 with it. So, yeah, like I said, plus system. I'll even show it off right here before I actually go. So the plus system, twist that. There we go. Like I said, the adhesive right there. I've done it with a bunch of bays before. It's a mod, so you can't use it like legally or anything. And plus, it's TT and has real parts, but you know what I mean. But yeah, so there's like kind of the adhesive with the rubber stopper. That's the plus system right there. Ups the burst resistance of the bay in a major way. And gave it 10 because it's the closest weight to what Ifritor actually has. But yeah, dude. So overall, just a really, really awesome combo. And his slopes are crazy now. Like having the slopes and also the stopper, it's going to be tough to burst this thing. You got to beat it with full power and it's going to be awesome. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this vid on this absolutely epic modded Magma Ifritor. So this is the combo in order to upgrade it, make it stronger. But I think it has some potential, man. It's definitely going to do better than the original version, no doubt. And there's going to be a battle after this just to show it, because you already know I did a mod before, but I think this one has even more potential. But yeah, man. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. So yeah, guys, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Until then, stay awesome and cool. Shoot. Or let it rip. I'm up out of here. This bay is basically a hybrid now because it features both Hasbro and TT parts. So yeah. But hell yeah, man. Ilya finally getting her full-fledged roses.